Good day everybody, it's Joey. Welcome back. It's July take and make time. Even though it's the middle of winter here, I've gone all summery for you guys in the Northern Hemisphere. I know you're all sweating at the moment. So this is a summery cottage garden and it's a little wallet folio. So I'll just show you quickly and then I'll show you the digitals and then we'll get on and make it. But it opens up like this. And inside is grandma. There's alternatives to these, I'll show you in a minute, and seed packets, and it's there, and some journaling space here. But it opens up again and we've got more seed packets, lavender and hollyhocks, and more journaling space. We had journaling space there for June. There's loads of labels with this and fussy cuts, and it finally opens up again and we've got the delphiniums, and down here some pink roses and meadow flowers, and all the pockets, I don't know if you can see, are different types of fencing or walls, that sort of thing as the background. Now there are alternative pockets so you can match those up, and this is sort of like pinks and lavenders and blues I've done. I have put in some cards, alternate ones, so you can do different colour schemes, and there are all the bits and pieces that match these colours too. And then we've got grandpa, dad and mum, or husband and wife. So you can change the feel of it. So you slip grandpa in there and it changes. Or you can have the husband, the wife. You can just put them all in and have the whole family. So I just thought by doing this it makes it a lot more versatile. I know a lot of you do grandma's garden journals, so that's why I done grandma, and then I thought, oh well, that's sort of like limiting the vibe. You can send it to your daughter or whatever. So, or alternatively, you don't have to have the people. You can just have all the florals. So, try to make it a bit more versatile than one sort of theme. Okay. So, hope that all makes sense. I'll show you the digital and you'll see it's easy to make, dead simple. But there's a lot of fussy cutting on this one because it's all about the decorating. So that folds up there. And then we have June, July journaling spaces inside, and August is on the back, but there's millions of labels. So I'll just keep that handy because I probably want to have a glance at it as I put this together. Let's have a look. So these are the bases which we've got to assemble. I'll show you how to do that. Again, fussy cutting, the shears, the string. And these are, excuse me, ran the wrong way. This is the linings for inside. And more fussy cutting. These are the characters, journaling cards, and then the start of the flowers and the start of the labels. There's just loads. You're never going to use all these, but I thought you could start your label collection if you haven't got one already. You may see like lots of journal makers on YouTube already have their label books and all that just to pull out. So with all these labels, save them. Yep, more of these are the sweet packets, and that's it. So 5 pages to this one. But lots and lots of little bits. That's what took the time this month, doing all the little bits. But I thought that'd be fun. Now I stuck my base onto grocery bag. What we get in our shopping stores. So someone asked me, what does it look like? Well, this is what it looks like. And this is an Aldi one, we have Woolworths ones. Every grocery store and supermarket has their own branded ones. They're about 20 cents each. If you forget to take your own bags. Now what I do is I cut the handles off, open it all up, give it an iron. This is a Woolworths one, and it comes out like this, and then I'll just stick the pieces on that need to be stuck on. Someone wanted to know the thickness of it. It's not thick, it's like strong paper. It's slightly thicker than the you know, brown wrapping paper, definitely thicker than the painter's masking paper. It's got a, I don't know if you can tell by a bit of a crunch, but once you've stuck on a front piece, a back piece, that additional glue, it becomes quite thick. So it's strong once you've added to it. Okay, so we'll get on now and make it and have a little chat. Right, the bases on the paper, and I've just inked the back. I'm using for this Vintage Photo, obviously, and Distress Oxide peeled paint. They're the two colours I'll be using. Now on this one, can you see there's the tab? That's where we need to join. Okay, now the only thing you've got to be absolutely careful for is that this goes upside down. Okay, all these pictures here, except that one, are upside down. I'm just questioning myself now. Yes, that's right. That's right. You ain't got to worry about. All you've got to remember is this one touches to here, upside down. It's the same as that. Okay. So we'll use our glitter glue for this. Oh no, you know what I'm going to do first of all? I'm going to do the scoring. Just because I need the big score, because there's quite a bit to score here. But I think it'll be easier. I can't remember when I made the other one, but just thinking of it now, it might be easier to have these done beforehand. Yeah, and these are the gusset areas, just to keep it nice. And just do this one. And the final one. Did I do all those? Yeah. I'll just get rid of this again. And we'll just fold these. I like this, using this brown paper. The other reason is I think when you've got a lot of folding, especially making these like wallet type ones, it almost becomes like a fabric, if that makes sense. It folds and closes easier. It's not so sort of crisp. Burnish. And I find, because you know the other thing I use is file folder for a lot of my backings. If there's a lot of creases, I find it can, you know, it wears there. Not in use when you're making it, you know, and it starts to almost like fray along that score line. I'm probably very heavy-handed when I do scoring, so so right, okay, so there we remember that goes on there, upside down. Right, glue time. Now sometimes I think I'm telling you things and I'm making it more complicated than it is. Explaining it. But you can have real fun with this, and you can take it and make lots of other things, because it's like basic shape, isn't it? Now we've got some, you see I've sort of distressed around the edges, but we need to colour these gussets. So we're going to do that with peeled paint, oxide, okay, because I love the oxides. So just straight along there and colour that. See how beautiful that goes on? And that one. Okay, so that's it. One more, there. It's 3. You can use other colours if you want. I just went with the green because I thought it was a garden, but you could use yellows, couldn't you? Whatever you want. Okay. Whoops, I should have let that dry a bit more. It started to move. I told you I'm heavy-handed. Right, why that's... Oh look, I've got another one now. Missed it. It's 4. Okay. Well, that one's drying. I don't know if I'm gonna. I won't be able to get all this on at the same time, I don't think. We're going to do the linings. Okay, so these go on and sit flush there with the bottom. Okay, just go slightly up. Sometimes I can't tell what way these go. There is a up and down, but okay, so we'll put that on there, and we'll trim round any bits that are overflowing. Right, let's use PVA. Thank you everyone who left wonderful comments about the steampunk take and make last week. That was really popular, so thank you to everyone who went over to Ko-fi and gave me a tip. That was and picked up the freebie and gave me a tip. That was so kind. I just want to say a spotlight thank you to Valerie, Crafty, Anne, Lou, Ruth, Nikki, Trudy and Debbie. Thank you for your tips, and thank you to everyone else. It's really really special when you do that, and I appreciate it because you know, it keeps me going. Okay, we'll put that one on there. I think I've scored these the wrong way, or burnished them the wrong way. We'll go down as we do each one. I never know that, do you, what way to go? Story of my life. Especially with this, because it's sort of back to front. You know, where it all folds up. I'm fine doing it all on the computer, it all makes sense, but once I get it in my hand, I think, where's this one go? This is all pretty simple. I mean, these are all different, so there is a variety to the pattern. You know, it's not an exact repeat, just to give some variety, but you can stick them randomly on. It's the same thing, I just moved it around a bit, give a bit of variety, otherwise it becomes like wallpaper. There's nothing wrong with wallpaper. I love wallpaper. Now I've been really busy because I've been doing some extra filming for August, because in August I'm going to do the 5,000 giveaway freebie, the massive one I've been working on for 5 months. Whether I'm at 5,000, I'm definitely fluttering towards it. So I've been making the videos that are going to accompany that. So that'll be next month, early, you know, the first couple of days in the month. That'll be really nice if I get to 5,000 before then, but I'm sure it's so big. If I start explaining it, it's going to sound weird, but or not what you think, but it's going to take 5 months to release the whole lot because it is so big, and you'll understand why when you see it. Now that doesn't mean that you can't, it's got no use until the 5 months are. It's just I'll be adding to it, and or it gets added to and added to. It's a collection, so you're going to be collecting, but believe me, I couldn't put it all out at once. You'd be overwhelmed. You're going to need 5 months to, excuse me for sniffing, you're going to need 5 months when you see it. So I'm really excited. And there's a journal ephemera holder that comes with it all, and lots and lots of butterflies, but it'll all make sense. And there's a story for those of you that like my stories in the Grungy Tagger. I've developed a story and a whole thing around this collection, so I'll be explaining all that in a video which I haven't made yet, but I've made, like, had to make the journal and all those sort. So next month, so oh, and there's also collage papers that come with it, so I'll be doing a take and make. That'll replace the take and make next month because there's collage papers coming out every month, and all that. So probably doesn't make any sense, but believe me, you won't want to miss it if you like a freebie. Okay, now let's just put the pockets on now. I've done them once, I didn't do this one. Let's just score that. And we want to do this one first, because that's a flat edge, and we fold that one over, do that, create a straight edge, then we can go down here, and all is well. Okay, I'll just give that a quick bit round there with vintage photo. I probably thought you might want to see me do this. I did cut it out. And then just a little bit of the green thing, just might look a bit like moss growing up between the cracks. Okay, so, okay, right. I had a little mess up, I must be honest. I started sticking them in the wrong place, so we can go again. We're working from the top, okay? I'm just gonna round these bits. I've done the bottom, you don't have to do the bottom. Okay, right, so we'll work from the top, the small flap, and we'll put on the first pocket. You want to stick these slightly up from the bottom. It doesn't go right to the edge, so you can put your own border around it. Now I've got these fabric clips. which I did say I bought in Aldi. So, right, the next one is the stone wall. Goes on there, and then we do this one. Goes up there. It's like the trellis, and then we've got a paling, sort of wooden fence, or could be like a garden bed. Okay, I think they're all gonna stick. Put them on there just to give me some confidence. Okay, right. I think I messed up the back or the front, but I think we'll be all right. Folds up, looking good. That goes over there. Yep. Just give it a check every now and again that it's it's going to fold up all right, because you do need those gussets in place. And 3, get that out. Once you tease it in, then it's fine forevermore. And that one goes around there. So we're good. Isn't that good? I love this border on here. Right, you know what I'm going to do now, because oh no, that'll get on my nerves. We'll do that at the end. I was going to put the the closure on, but that thing would be getting in the way. So it's decorating time. We can start filling this with our little bits. We've got our tea packets, and put the vibrant meadow down there. We've got the royal lavender in there in the purple one, and that's, oh, got to do that one. We put grandma up the top. I've chose grandma again because she's so lovely. And we've got the hollyhocks and the delphiniums, and we just need to do a corners on these. Okay, I've been doing this in Vintage Photo. It's nice to work with the other things. I like this peeled paint. It's really nice. Okay, and the roses in there. Now what we've got is heaps of, let me get those out of the way. Jay, tidy up. All the fussy cuts. So I'll pull them out as we decorate. Now Grandma's, I think we'll call this one Grandma's Garden. So we'll save that for the front. Okay, we'll just put that back. Now I'm just putting these sort of like miniature seed packets on the front. So we do them first, and I'm matching them up with the bigger one. So that's the vibrant meadows. I hope I'm in close enough for this, because it's pretty miniature. It's a smaller scale than I usually work with, but I'm sure you're getting the gist of it. And then this one is the delphiniums, so we'll put that there. And then we want the royal lavender. These are like become little stamps. We'll put that one there. Create that, and then we'll have the sweet peas with grandma. You can mix and match and do what you like. You know how many labels were in there. Okay, so let's put the shears with grandma. I've got these gloves which I didn't use before. I think I might put them on there too. Do the left and the right. If I do that and then put the gloves, can you see this? Put that there. Is that too much? Just one glove? Maybe just, I'll tell you what, if I put the two like that, does it look too big? Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to use those. I'll just put this here like that, the shears. I think. Yeah. Okay, then I want the ball of string. And the twine and the scissors. We'll pop that one on there. And you're going to be moaning at me when you're fussy cutting. Some of these are quite tricky to fussy cut. But you know, when you've got something like this, I know you probably know this, but just cut through it. And it's easier, you know, like, don't try and get in the middle bit, just cut through, and it's a lot easier to cut these bits out if you just snip that off, and then you can stick them down and you can't see it, you know, that it's been cut. So I'm sure you knew that. Right, let's put this one here. Okay, that's that. We could go mad with labels as well. It's the same here with this. I think I cut it there to get inside to cut that bit. I don't mind fussy cutting if you've got time. If you want to poke these, stick these above the pocket to give more like a 3D effect, then you'd have to put them onto card, otherwise they'll get damaged. Right, I need a little one for up there. I don't know what I've done with that. This is all my spares. Yeah, I'll reuse this one. We'll cut it out quickly and one up there. The good thing about these seed packets is that you can cut them uneven and they look good. So I'll do a bit of a squiggle as I'm cutting. I'm going to put that one up there. Snip that off. Edge it. Then I've got, excuse me, the trowel on the fork. So yeah, should we do those? Let's bring those down. I hope you can see it all because it's not camouflaged. Put some text behind it, I suppose. You know, some book page. Might be quite nice. Make clusters. You have to be careful where you it doesn't get too thick because it won't close. Okay, and we'll just cross this here like that. That'll be fine. And then I think I want to put this up here saying summer seedlings. Summer seedlings. There's labels you can put down here everywhere. You can label up. Let me put these on. So that opens up. I want to put June here as the first month. Like that. June. And then opens up to July. Now, I don't think I've said, and it is absolutely terrible of me that I haven't said already, that the whole idea of this came from my friend Betty, who made these wonderful pouches. She got a pouch from the opticians and she made all these various things. I'm going to link the video so you can see. And one of them opened up like this does, and that's what gave me the idea. But then Betty worked out how to make the pouches herself, and you can build and make like, and it was just really, really interesting what she done. So I'll link to that video. Sorry, Betty, I don't even know if I've said that at the beginning. But yes, a reminder, go over to see Betty's original one, and you'll see when she opens the one exactly the same closure, totally different design, but I adapted it because, you know, she had pouches and these are pockets, but you know, you get that inspiration. So thank you, Betty, love you lots. Okay, I think we're done. We've just got to do the closure. So I've got this and my closures and my closures. I've got these which are in the kit, but I didn't think they were big enough, so I'm just gonna add them. I've done one to a piece of card. So, and the other thing I thought was I can never cut out circles, as you can see. So putting it on a base of something that I've already cut out with a punch or something just makes it look a little bit more decent. But I don't think it'd be big enough anyway. So that was me thinking, just to do like an inner bit to give the effect. Okay, and we'll stick that down there. Okay, now you can sew on buttons for this. I'm not great with closures, you know. I'll watch, and I always, God, if there's a video with a new closure on it, I'm into it, because I find them really what to do, you know. And when I say what to do, I mean what's going to look best. And you've got to consider the back, haven't you? See, I like when these are put on using, you know, eyelets, but I've never done that. So I don't know. I'm just going to ink the back of that because sometimes it shows up. Okay, we want to place this. Oh no, I've got to do the thing on there. I've got to attach this. Let me get rid of that one. I want to put some art glitter glue. No, fabric glue, that'd be better, I'm sure. Let's put some fabric glue in there like that. Then we can put that on there. You know what I might do? I might cut another, punch another disc and lay that over the top, make it a bit more secure. Give that a good press, that gives it a good base. Keeps that in there secure. Look how mucky that's got. And then I can put one onto there. And surprisingly, these are really like good adhesive on these. They don't come off. Right, that's a bit skew-riff, so we'll grunge this up a bit. Thanks for everyone who's been joining me on the grungy tags too. That's been fun, hasn't it? Okay, so this is the top one, so I'm going to put that about there. Make sure that's stuck down. And this one will go here. Take the plastic off, stupid idiot. Okay, just make sure they're lined up. Good press, and then that go around there like that. And we'll just finish it off with Grandma's Garden. And there is a Grandpa's Garden of these, you know, there's all the alternatives. And next month you'll be able to add butterflies to it, because there'll be plenty. Okay, should we take a look? Get rid of all this. Whoops, straighten me mat up. Close me glues. Right, let's get a clear thing. So here we go. Open up, open up. Summer seedlings, June, Grandma, July, all the bits. Isn't that great? There's two together. And don't forget, there's all these other characters and flowers and pockets and things and Grandpa and Mr. Gardener and Lady Gardener. So heaps and heaps of fun with this one. Plus all these labels and bits and pieces. So have a lovely July crafting with these. I hope you find them useful. I hope you can find other uses for this within your summer journals. Okay, so next video will be the grungy tag, which I haven't even started, so that'll probably be later on. It probably won't be next week. And don't miss the beginning of August for the massive 5,000 subscriber freebie giveaway. You won't want to miss it. It'll be useful for you, whatever. even if you don't do the projects, the stuff will be useful. You'll see. I love you lots. Love from Joey, love from Australia. God bless, and I'll see you soon. Bye.